Welcome back to Our American Republic. It was Thomas Jefferson who wrote, "The two enemies of the people are criminals and government. So let us tie the second down with the chains of the Constitution, so the second will not become a legalized version of the first." In the previous segment, we covered the background on the Constitution and why it came to be. The Constitution would strengthen the central government of the United States of America, but also establish clear limits to federal power. Questions arose regarding who should make decisions in your life and the lives of all American citizens. Now let's look at some specifics of the document and how it achieved that goal. As opposed to reshaping American policies around the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution was authored in a manner that would create a system of government meant to sustain and preserve the American way of life which had been forming since the 17th century. The U.S. Constitution laid down a fresh blueprint for human rights and a restriction to the powers of the federal government. It consisted of only 4,618 words, approximately 12 pages in a modern word processor. At that time, no government in the world had been formed with the intent of combining multiple forms of government together while preserving a cultural system and the rights that American colonists believed they personally held. A key point to remember is that unlike many previous and subsequent worldwide attempts to write documents of a similar nature, the U.S. Constitution was written to restrain the power of the central government by stating only what powers the federal government would possess. The Bill of Rights was established to further that restraint. The disregard the 18th century colonists were paid from the British government, thousands of miles away, affected their desire to empower both local government and individualism throughout the document. The Constitution defined a system that has protected these liberties for generations. The U.S. Constitution has come under scrutiny many times throughout the past 220 years, but has weathered the storm rather well, considering world conflicts, natural disasters, and our very own Civil War. Despite the criticisms, our nation fought one war to preserve the Constitution, while many others were fought around the world so that other people could establish governments similar to that of the United States, so they too could reach the level of personal freedom that Americans had fought so hard to acquire. So the Constitution is written, and we're all done, right? Or is there more for us to do? Why is the Constitution worth fighting for? How can we ensure the Constitution continues to serve as the foundation of freedom for generations to come? How do we empower the Constitution to avoid poor legislation and unrestricted edicts designed to benefit only politicians at our expense?